This video is titled Expose the Evil That They Do. Wernher Von Braun predicts future false terrorism to alien threat. This guy right here, if you don't know about him, was a rocket scientist for Hitler during World War II. He created the V1 and V2 bomb. He was a real he was a genius. He also created he's also the reason that man landed on the moon in the 60s. He created the rocket. He envisioned the rocket that put us on the moon. Great man. He's the father of the rockets, father of rocket scientists. Well, I've been seeing videos on Wernher Von Braun. His dream was always to go to Mars. That was his childhood dream. Going to the moon was said to be his second dream. His real dream was to make a rocket that would go to Mars. But when he was successful in putting man on the moon, they moved him to Washington, D.C. and they didn't finance his projects anymore after that. He kind of bewildered behind the scenes. He wasn't happy in Washington. He wasn't happy with the bureaucrats. He wasn't happy with the politics they was doing up there. Somehow he probably was indoctrinated into the secret societies, because he exposed the information of the Illuminati. I really hate to say Illuminati, because the word Illuminati has become so fictionized and on YouTube, on the internet these days. The word has become like a joke, a spook, but it's real. The Illuminati is real. Okay, it's not just, these people. You probably, well, we do know who these. We do know. We have a clue of who these people are, but there's a lot we don't know, because there's other people involved that we probably will never know. But it has some. But you know what it is? It's the corporate conglomerate in America that runs America, that runs this country. And they have the country hostage, because they tell the politicians, they tell the government, we have to keep this up. If not, we can have free energy. We could have had free energy in the 30s, but the corporations scare the government into believing if we had free energy, the economy would collapse. If we had world peace, the economy would collapse. We need war. We need the military-industrial complex. We need corporations in order to keep the world going, in order to keep, the world prosperous. This is their message they're telling the government, and the government is believing them. So that's why things are still hell-like in the world, because of greed. But anyway, this guy was privy to secret information, because he probably was a part of the of those secret societies. But he exposed them. He exposed their plan. I'm gonna put this link in the video if anybody interested. I'm gonna put it in the description if anybody interested. Right here, he says just before he died, he gave an interview to Carol Rosen, in which he basically said that in order to sustain the military-industrial complex, that first a false threat of terrorists would be created and used on the public, and then asteroids, and finally a false alien threat. So this is all about the military-industrial complex, in order to sustain their job. I believe that too, because the military needs something to do. In order for them to get paid, They need something to do. So I can believe that they would start wars. I can believe that they would start false threats in order to keep the military going, in order to keep the economy going. I believe this is what they do, man. Some real fucking evil shit going on, right? So then you say, what can we do about it? We need to bring it to the politicians' attention. We need to stop voting and start bringing this shit up to the politicians' attention, man. Because voting ain't going to do nothing. Voting ain't going to change a goddamn thing. Voting is a bullshit lie. That's all it is. So I suggest that you look at this video also. Like Tupac said, the fame is brief. Tupac said, the fame is brief. The game is deep. All you bullshit niggas ain't changing me. Man, this shit crazy. Shit deep. Shit get deeper.